I would say overall, our 327 is a better choice for handguns. I'm not saying that overall 327 is better than 357 Magnum as a whole, because there's a lot more variety in 357 Magnum ammo. There's a ton of variety. There's a ton of guns in it. But I'm saying for a niche purpose of a 4-inch revolver, I think that the 327 Federal is just a little bit better choice, because you can get pretty much the same thing as a 357 Magnum, but a smaller package. And if you get a 357 Magnum in this size, it's a 5-shot, not a 6-shot. But I think overall, for this purpose, our 327 did a little bit better. Now, a lot of people will be like, well, you can do the same thing with certain loads of 357 mag. You kind of can and you kind of can't. Like this 127 grain 327, somebody will say, well, I could just get a 125 grain 357 Magnum. The problem there is when you go a lighter bullet like that rather than heavier, you actually have to increase the powder charge to get full power. So that usually increases the recoil and the muzzle flash and all of that. And then when you actually hit the target, the sectional density is reduced when it first hits that. So it can sometimes cause a pancaking effect where you don't get beyond like 11 inches of penetration in that gel. As for the 327 Federal, you're using a smaller powder charge at a much higher pressure. And then when it hits the target, you're at a higher sectional density, so it's going to want to go deeper. So what you're getting overall is a lower recoil option with less flash and all of that. That's going to do kind of better than some of the lower weight 357 Magnums. So it's one of those things, like if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. You got to do some more research on this stuff. But